Welcome to part 18. And we're gonna put a bunch of snails. Put a bunch of screws in the floor.
One of two bits out of that little case came with two bits, and we're lucky enough to get a bit that fits.
So we got the screws that we ordered on Amazon that were going to be long enough and that were actually going to work. And they didn't give us too much of a hard time.
But this thing's torque broke the tip off. Here we go. Into the metal underneath. Yup.
Wow.
That steel is so strong, it broke the tip off of these. Maybe it's because I didn't take my time and I just went for it. Let me grab another one. Maybe I just gotta take my time a little bit. Let it drill into the metal. There we go. Oh, and I broke it. So, I see what we have to do now. Trial and error, folks. Wait, that's not broken. Oh, the metal's so strong, but so thin, it'll strip out really easily. That's so crazy. This metal is bizarre. We're just drilling holes in the bus. So you did it again. I didn't even push on it that hard. Didn't even push on it that hard. Holy moly, dude. Can I put it in the same hole? You think it'll... Oh, man. That's as flat as the floor is gonna get. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. So we gotta go through two screws in order to get a screw in. Just kidding.
Once we started to get into the rhythm of how these screws worked into the floor, we were able to get the rest in without very many issues. We still had a few issues with some of them here and there, but most off, we were able to get all of the screws in that we wanted to. This took pretty much most of our day, just trying to figure this out and getting these screws in. But that was the goal for today, is just get this floor a lot flatter than it has been with the adhesive. Look.
This squish out?
Yeah. How is that still not dry?
It's not dry.
It's gonna take like a freaking week.
I can't keep bending over like that. Holy crap, everything is white. I need some water.
Babe's doing some research for the framing. A lot of people have problems with these steps, so let's see if we do. As we've been watching YouTube videos, everyone has had to take out these rubber steps in almost every single build, and it seemed to be as much of a problem for them as the rubber floor was a problem for us. Last screw in the stairs. Donezo. Oh, that was easy. Last one.
You missed one.
Oh man. That means I probably missed one on the other side.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. She's out along with the door seal.
Oh, it's in the freaking door track.
Little bit of rust, no problem. Treat it just fine. Since this part of the bus is exposed to water the most, we were a little bit concerned about the rust underneath the steps because a lot of people have a pretty bad amount of rust on these things. So we were pleasantly surprised to see that there wasn't a whole lot of issues when it came to the stairs. Easy. And we had to get the rest of the rubber off, so that's what I'm doing here. And this part we definitely should have taken care of a lot earlier in the build. When we were pulling all the walls down, these should have came down too, but for some reason we just didn't notice it until now.
Whoa, that's cool. We got a bunch of storage back there. Uh-oh, first water spill.
Pulling these down was actually pretty cool because we found out that there was a lot of cubby space behind these walls, which is going to come in handy when we build our bed back there. And here's Babe anticipating how we're going to frame. And thankfully, this is going to be the last time that we are ever going to be having to deal with this darn fiberglass. And since we finished the floor as much as we possibly could, it was time to go get the framing wood so that we could start figuring out how to structure our bus and building that structure right before we're ready to put in the spray foam insulation. And we made a guess on the spot about how many of these boards we were going to need. So I want to know what you guys think about how many we actually ended up picking up. And that's pretty much all we needed. We did grab a few screws that are going to help us, some wood to wood screws and wood to metal screws, but this was a pretty short trip overall. Though it was expensive, it was a pretty short trip. Can you guys guess what the bill was? And then once we loaded these up and headed home, it was time to wrap up for the day and get ready to start framing tomorrow.
What? We're done for the day. We got a boatload of framing wood. Literal boatload. So that's what we're going to be doing. Framing. We get to finally frame the bus. It's only been like 2 weeks since we've been working on this thing. And we're doing it all right. Bye.